A lady by the name of Emily used to reside all the way in the middle of the state of California back in the day. She was a free spirit and an explorer at heart, and she had always envisioned herself venturing off on her own to see the marvels of the world. Emily woke up one sunny morning and made the spontaneous decision to go on an adventure by herself to an amusement park that was located near the seaside and included pom-poms. She felt a wave of excitement rush over her as she entered the lovely amusement park for the first time. The atmosphere was filled with the joyous sounds and smiles of youngsters as they rode on exciting attractions. It was a dreamland for those who wanted to live out their wildest fantasies. Emily's pulse was pounding with excitement as she excitedly entered the huge line for the roller coaster that was the park's most well-known attraction. But as luck would have it, the path she was traveling down led her down a path that was neither anticipated nor pleasant. Emily was approached by a stranger who seemed to have a pleasant disposition as she was waiting in line. He claimed to work for the park and gave his name as James when he introduced himself. Emily was given the opportunity to go on an unforgettable behind-the-scenes tour of the roller coaster by James, who also promised her amazing views of the park from the top of the ride. Emily, being the trusting person that she is, accepted the offer without realizing the danger that was hiding just below the surface. James took her into a secluded alleyway that was far off from the lively throng as they continued their exploration of the amusement park together. Emily's nightmare did not start until she reached that point, when she was in the dimly lighted basement of the park. James made his actual intentions clear to her before she could even begin to process what was taking on. He had nothing to do with the amusement park. He was a kidnapper who took advantage of her trust and innocence in order to steal her away. When Emily understood how dangerous her position was, she immediately felt a wave of panic rush through her body. Emily was still confined in that gloomy cellar as the days went into weeks, and her optimism was gradually diminishing as a result. Isolation and despondency ate away to her desire to live, reducing her to a pale imitation of the vivacious woman she had been in the past. She was turned into a ghost, and her pleas for assistance reverberated in vain off the chilly and wet walls of her cell. However, even under the most difficult of circumstances, the human spirit is capable of displaying an astonishing resilience. Emily was in the midst of the darkest point of her depression when she felt the spark of resolve inside her. She was not going to give in and allow the gloom have complete control over her. She mustered up every ounce of strength she could find and started looking for a way out of the situation. Emily found no way to escape besides being bound and gagged. She couldn't see very well because the entire room was dark and empty. She began to cry, feeling as if all hope was lost, and in fact it was. Many years later, her body was found, and her tale is all that remains of poor Emily. The moral of the story is to be careful of your surroundings, and if you can prevent it, never ever travel alone. Bye for now.